The Moggill Road actually started as a dirt track. It ran all the way from the Brisbane convict settlement to the river crossing at Moggill. In the 1870s, a farmer at Riverview started a ferry service here using a timber punt. The current Moggill Ferry was brought into service in 2015. This latest ferry can take up to 20 vehicles. Each trip across the river takes about 3 minutes. So in 2011 and 2022, the floods cut us off here. For a number of days, I think 2011 was about a week. So we're basically an island at certain times. People have been asking for decades and decades, why isn't there a bridge instead of a ferry? And for as long as I remember, it's been a bone of contention. People have said, what about a bridge? And they come up with different ideas to bypass, and it never ever happens. Once upon a time, it was probably feasible. However, apparently now it would cost over $100 million. So as far as the future of the ferry goes, I think it's only viable for them to maintain the backwards and forwards of the ferry.
It's a wide open river now, isn't it, Luke?
It certainly has opened up.
Yeah.
And the tides have definitely come into play now.
Still a beautiful river.
It is.
Water's very muddy.
Yeah, that'd be off the back of the recent outflows from Ivanhoe Dam, and that off the, from the recent rains they've had in this area.
Yeah.
So, of course it'd be a bit murky and stirred up. But also we're closer to civilization. We've seen several outlet drains now in the bank, which would be, I'm guessing, storm flow outlets, from the Centenary or the Ipswich motorway, and all that dirt, dust, grime, grot and oil that comes off vehicles, all ends up here.
A lot more infrastructure. We got railway, we got roads, we got to the right here huge industrial areas. You just don't see them from the river.
No.
As we're getting into that tidal thing, you would expect that we're going to start getting some mangroves, and so I guess as we move further down, we get closer to the ocean, and we'll get more into brackish, and then I guess now as we get through to the city, we'll be at full salt water. Everything's changing.
We're just going to go up the ramp, if that's all right, guys.
So we're just here at Goodna Boat Ramp. We pulled up, we're just having a bite to eat and a little walk around and watching family catch a few fish here. And next thing, poof. Sounded like the sound.
It sounded like it came from up here. This is... I think it's a seam that's blown on the inside somewhere. Yeah, lucky it was here, not in the middle of the river somewhere with no exit. What seems to have happened is it's not a puncture, it's one of the seams, basically blown on the kayak. And the left side here is just deflated very quickly. And luckily we're at the Goodna Boat Ramp. We're not in the middle of nowhere, so we can get a car here and get out of here. But that's the end of today's trip, unfortunately. So apologies, guys. We made it about 1/3 of the total distance we were going to go today. Going to do 20 k's. Done about 8. So to be continued.